yes, that's true. I've made 570 and something thousand dollars. The exact number will be on the title. Online as an average guy, right? Or as a normal guy. Why I'm saying average, I'm definitely not dumb, right? I would say I'm pretty smart, I'm pretty intelligent, but there's nothing that really separates me from most people. So yeah, maybe like 10% of the people would be not capable of achieving the big goals, right? But I would say 19% of people and probably 99% of the people watching this, because if you are watching these types of content and the algorithm, I wouldn't be surprised if magically recommended this to you and you clicked on this. That means you're probably into self-improvement, you want to make money online, you have big goals, right? So for this type of people, I think 99% of the people can do that. But there are some things that I've learned that I want to share with you, because although people try to make it seem that it's easy, it's definitely not. It takes work to make all of this money. But there's certain things that if you keep them in mind, it's literally impossible for you to not make progress and to not come closer to your goals. So I'm not saying you will become a billionaire, but the things that I've done, I think that if I did it, if you follow the same principles, you can do it too, right? And don't worry, I'm not going to sell you a course or anything, no webinar, nothing. By the end of this, I just want to share my learnings of what I've learned. And I want to start by showing you actually, right, the numbers so you can believe me. So first of all, I've bought this apartment recently, right? As you can see, it's in the mountains, so I can actually focus on my work. These some awards, right, from YouTube and stuff. So yeah, so you can see the proofs. And now I will show you my computer as well. It's a little bit messy, but hopefully if I do like this, you will be able to see it, right? So this is the channel, as you can see, $40,000, right? And if I scroll this another business, and as you can see, so over there it says $406,000, right? If you can see, so if you add that up plus a couple of different businesses as well, I've made 500 and something, right? 72 or $71,000. The number will be on the title. So that's a little bit of the proofs, and it completely changed my life, starting in online businesses. And as I said, I started with no previous experience. I didn't start with rich parents. All we had, yes, I had an internet connection and I had a computer that was working, that was functioning, right? I had food, I had a house to live in, I had a place to sleep, so I wasn't poor or anything, but I'm not coming from a rich family, right? And I all did this by myself and by putting in the work. So of course, a lot of people helped me, like a lot of people that watched my videos, a lot of people that became my customers, a lot of people that were the customers of my businesses, they helped me. I'm not saying I did it all alone, but no one really helped me as much. And I did it, as I said, with not having any differences than most of you watching this. And even I started from a poor Eastern European country, from Armenia, where I couldn't even speak English. So if you're watching this, if you can't speak English, it's already an advantage for you, right? But the way that I made all of this money, it literally just came to three main things, and I want to share it with you. And the first thing was that I understood that if you want to make money online, you need to get following. So that's what I did. That's the biggest first lesson that I've learned. So you can go and create a TikTok account with showing your face, or download other people's videos and re-upload, or go to Instagram, start a cooking page, or just post photos from the internet, or you just make it themselves. Or you can create a YouTube channel, right? One of the channels that I've showed you, the money that it made, it was a YouTube channel that was faceless. So you can make money with that way. You can go on Pinterest, on Twitter or X, right? Facebook, doesn't matter. LinkedIn, literally any platform or any place where you can get people's attention. That's where you need to start, and you need to start growing following, because that's how I made money, right? If I look at it, like all I literally did in the past 3-4 years, I was just every day putting several hours, sometimes 1 hour, sometimes 2, sometimes 4, sometimes 8, right? But I wasn't working like very, very, very hard, right? There have been days that, yes, I've grinded for like 10, 12, sometimes 14 hours, but most of the days, right? Most of the periods, it was like even less than most people do. And I was just growing a following online, right? And then the second step, when it comes to that, the lesson that I learned from making all of this money, is that it's all about consistency. So if you just do the stuff consistently, why most people fail? Because let's say they heard this advice, right? And then they think, oh yes, I definitely need to start an Instagram account, and they go and try to do that, right? But most of them just upload like 5 times, and they don't get a million views, and they get discouraged and they quit. So they cannot stay consistent. And that's a lesson that I've learned over and over and over again in my journey, that you need to keep working on the stuff even if you are not seeing any results. If you go to the gym and you do one session and you come home, you won't see any great results. But it doesn't mean that it's not working. it means that you just need to keep going there and keep exercising and keep showing up, and eventually you will make progress. It's the same principle, just most people quit too soon, right? So that's the second thing I learned, that if you just stay consistent, you will win. All the other businesses that I had that failed, right? The number one reason was because I wasn't consistent. I just quit. I was not doing it enough, right? That was the only reason. If I just continued doing it, they would have succeeded. And the businesses that did succeed, that made me all this money, right? At 21 years old, 95% of that came from consistency. That I was just consistently building, following online, getting attention, and making money because of that. Because when you get attention, you can sell stuff, people start reaching out to you, you have a lot of opportunities. Like, once you get attention, making money becomes 10 times easier, right? Because think about it, if you look at people like Elon Musk, if you look at people like Andrew Tate, if you look at the presidents, they get elected because of attention, because of social media, right? All of these people online, all of these entrepreneurs, etc., they all make money because they get attention. That's it. And they tell you to go and start this business, that business, when they are in the attention business. With showing your face, without showing your face, doesn't matter. Just go and literally just start, and this is as simple. People tell you it's not as simple, so they can sell you stuff, right? But it is simple. You just need to start a platform and don't quit. And this is a very easy thing to say and a very hard thing to do, right? I understand that. But that's the second thing I learned, that if you just stay consistent, you will succeed. There has never been a business model that I stayed consistent with. Month in, month out, year in, year out. I showed up every day, and I've just made slowly progress, and I didn't succeed eventually. No business. That was exactly how I made the money. I grew my followers online, on YouTube, etc. Then you make money because of that, because of ads, because you sell your own products, you sell a course, community, product. Like NordVPN comes to you and says, wants to buy a brand deal from you, right? When you watch that podcast and videos and they say, hey, before you go, here's the, thank you very much for sponsoring this video to this company. So that company pays thousands of dollars. That's how they make money, right? They just get attention and making money becomes easier. So that's the second lesson that I've learned, that if you just stay consistent, no matter who you are, where are you from, how old you are, no matter your background, no matter where you are coming from, what matters is where do you go, where are you going, what direction do you have. If you just stay consistent, no matter who you are, you will achieve your goals. And the third thing that I've learned is that when you do achieve your goals, you understand that it was mainly about the journey anyways. And that's the funny paradox. You think that when you will make your first $10,000 a month, or when you will make your first 100,000 or few hundred thousand, or whatever, first million, billion, you think then everything will become perfect. Or no, that doesn't work like that. Once you reach any goals of yours, you understand that it was all about the journey. For example, you probably, when you were young, you wanted to buy from your parents so they can buy you a toy or a phone or a computer or this or that, anything. I think we all had that, right? It can be even a small thing. And if you actually remember, once you got it, you were happy in the first week, and then you forgot about it, right? Or when you buy a new thing, you say, oh, it's cool. A week later, you are used to it. That's how we humans are, and that's how it works in everything. And that's what your brain does, so you don't go crazy, and you don't, every day obsess one thing, and of course, you have life. So your brain just decreases the amount of hormones and dopamine, and you are not, the pleasure and the happiness that you get from something isn't as much as it used to be. And then you set another goal, and then you keep pursuing it. And that's the whole point, and that's the third thing that I've learned. So if you're watching this video and you have goals, you need for sure to aim at them, and you need to achieve them and work on them hard, right? Because what else you are going to do? The funnest part in the life, the most beautiful journeys is when you have a challenge and you overcome it, and then you see that you made progress. That's what gives you happiness, right? And when you become closer to your goals. But that's the main point, that once you have your goal, and you, as I said, you can set that, you should set that, in my opinion, at least that works for me, then you need to understand that it's all about the journey. So if you just keep trying, you're working on stuff, you're already winning, right? And that's what's called an infinite game. And this is the most part probably of this, the most important part of this video that I want to share with you. And that's called, what's the difference between finite games and infinite games? There's a book called like that, Finite and Infinite Games. You can go and check it out. But what it is basically that there are games in life that are finite and infinite. Finite games are the games that end. So if you play football or if you play chess, at some point the game will end. It has a winner, it has known players, and it ends somehow, right? You don't play football or basketball or chess for forever, right? It ends at some point. But there are infinite games in life. For example, having a family. When do you win at having a family? Is it important to say, oh, I wanted my family? No, the point is to keep having a good relationship with your family, to keep making your family closer and better and happier, right? Health, can you win at health? Oh, I wanted health. No, the point is to stay healthy. The point is the process of that you are healthy, right? Business, can you win in business? No. When do you win? When you make your first 1,000, 10, 1 million, billion, 100 million? It's different for each person. So the point is to keep playing business, to be in the game. Because it's an infinite game, it doesn't end. The point of it is to keep playing. The point of health is to stay healthy. The point of marriage is to stay married. Right? And that's the infinite game. So that's the first thing that I've learned. So once you reach your goals, it's all about the next goal and the next goal. So you need to understand that that's okay, but you need to enjoy the journey and enjoy along the way. So that were the three things that I've learned from making $570,000 as, in my opinion, just a normal person, right? I don't have any superpowers. I'm just not dumb, yes, and I work and I stay consistent. I get followers online, I made the money. So if you're watching this, that's all you need to do. Start growing a brand online right now. You know what to do. It's simple. People tell you it's not simple. It is. There will be hard moments, there will be obstacles, yes, but it is simple. It is not hard. I'm not saying it's easy, but it's simple. There's a difference. So you need to just start, you need to stay consistent, and the first thing, you just need to realize that it's all about the journey. How can you make the journey fun? How you can make the journey more meaningful? You focus on that, you will enjoy the journey, and funnily enough, the results will come as well.